Yeah, I'm sitting this morning here with my wife on the terrace, and it's a beautiful day. And here is my reflection on the car park. As you see here, this is the modern park in United States of America, the modern auto park. And if you can hear the sound, this is mostly the sound of tires on the ground, tires on the asphalt. There's no engine noise. Here and there some guy would come with some sports car, and but mostly it's a tire sound on the ground, like boots on the ground kind of sound. There's not too much traffic, there's no engine noise. So I was thinking what would be in 10-20 years when all these cars are electric cars. They will be zero sound. And I told my wife, hey, listen, we live in a pretty modern era. And she said, how about 20 or 30 years in the future? And she also said, imagine a 13th century person comes in our life and see how we live. And what they would notice, first of all, this traffic, they will be like, wow, these cars are moving with 1,000 miles per hour. It will look to them like these things are moving super fast, because all these 13th century people, all they knew is the horse that would move with 10-15 miles. Hop, there you go, one muscle car over there. Anyway, so up, there's a noisy guy, there's one noisy guy, but pretty much very silent, just tires on the asphalt. That's what the noise of a modern highway is today. And it's a beautiful day today. It's Sunday, a beautiful Sunday. It's September, the end of September. Anyway, I would say that if a 13th century person come in our buildings, they will look to him as castle. When they see these bridges, these architectural marvels. And I said to my wife, even though we live in a regular apartment building, it would look like to a person from 13th century that we live in a castle. This is a 6-story castles, and there are 50-story castles over there. Hey, over there in Manhattan, they are huge castles of cement and glass and steel. And imagine a 13th century person comes in our 2020 and look at this, and he will be like, what the hell is that? You guys all live like kings. Even the simple people now, I feel like we have all the good stuff. Like mirror, for example. Do you know that in 13th or 12th century, mirror was a luxury item that only king or queens have? And now in our bathrooms and in our apartments, we have all these modern convenience. We have robots that serves us. We have Roomba, cleaning robots, this robot, that robot. Soon we're gonna become robots as well. We are going in the computers. We are going to be living soon. We're gonna soon transplant our minds into computers, and we're gonna be living forever and ever in so-called virtual reality worlds that we will create on these computers. But let's get back to the transportation. What would be the transportation in 20 or 30 years? It will take a very interesting twist. It will be like super interesting twist, because people like Elon Musk now digging tunnels, maybe all of this what you see, it will be not even here. I imagine in the very nearest future these pavements, these roads will soon turn into parks. They will soon turn into parks, because there will be no need of these cars to be out there on the ground level. They will be robots through the tunnels, or some flying cars. Yeah, what happened with the flying cars, you know? People in the 60s and the 70s, or even in the 80s, they were saying, yeah, in 2020 we're gonna be having the flying car. Well, we are now in 2020, there are no flying cars, but you never know what kind of strange twist the whole transportation industry will take on, or the whole, maybe a new invention will come, such as teleportation or moving matter through space in a different way, so we don't have to use this kind of primitive. Maybe in 20 years we're gonna look back at this video and we say, wow, what a primitive recording on a flat screen, recording cars that no longer exist in 2040, for example. We may not see that, you know. There's an exponential growth of technology. Exponential means that we hardly can even anticipate what is going to happen with our lives in just 10 or 15 years. Maybe the jobs, maybe our beloved jobs will be gone altogether, and we will be all living in a paradise. And if you look at 2020 from a perspective from a 13th century man, we already live like queens and kings. All the modern conveniences surrounded us, working less and less and less, having more good time, nice Sundays. The working week is getting to 40 hours a week, maybe it's going to be 30. Some countries are saying 20. Yeah, it's that's what it is today. And today is about 25th of September 2020. If you like this kind of things, I'm going to be talking a lot about cars on this channel, so please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a good morning.